Ramsey, move the go just a little bit that way, by the way. Just a little bit towards Zach. A little bit. Alright. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. First of all, welcome back. Alright, that's first of all, because we haven't been in here for a minute. But welcome to episode 30 of The Movement.
The Movement.
This is our first episode during the month of Ramadan. This should be a fun one. Like I said, we haven't been here in a minute. Hamza said that already. I was going to mention it as well. We haven't been here at least like 3 weeks. Our last episode, we were live. People getting dunked on. Winners, losers. It was fun. We had a nice little basketball game, 2v2. Last week we didn't have a show because it was the first day of Ramadan, so we kind of wanted to get a little comfortable with how Ramadan was going to be. And we're here today, right? We're here today. We are officially live. Like I said, this is episode 30 of the Movement Podcast. Today's topic is all about Ramadan. I'm going to ask these fellas, what does Ramadan mean to them? Favorite things to do during the month of Ramadan. Favorite things to eat during the month of Ramadan. And then a habit that they would want to take away or bring with them from the month of Ramadan into, after Ramadan ends, right? So before we get started, of course, we got the questions game and the 4-bar/word of the day. The word of the day is Ramadan, by the way. But before we get into that, got to give a shout out to our sponsors. Our sponsors is Balkan House and Give to Gain. They both relate and connect with one another because of this reason. So first of all, you got the Balkan House restaurant. Shout out to the Balkan House restaurant, man. They're famous for their doner kebab. They serve breakfast. All their food is halal. Service is A1. They always give back to the community. When I say that, we really do mean it. A week ago, or I think it's a little bit over a week ago now. It's almost 2 weeks ago. We had a fundraiser at the Balkan House restaurant. They ended up donating over $3,000 to Yemen. All the proceeds that went to their restaurants in the Ferndale and Hamtramck location went to Yemen. And the charity that we did give it to was Give to Gain. So we're going to talk a little bit more about Give to Gain later on, which is our second sponsor of the show. But the Balkan House restaurant, man, we can't thank them enough. Location is 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. Ferndale location is 314 West 9 Mile Road, Ferndale, Michigan. Shout out to Juma, shout out to Hassan, shout out to all the workers there. Hamza T's in the building over there as well. How's it working over there during Ramadan, Hamza?
It's pretty the same. It's honestly, it's really the same. It's just not being able to eat or drink.
Do you want to eat or drink during those days?
It's not really. It's not really necessary. Because I'll be busy most of the time and I'll forget about that. So, yeah.
That's the best thing to do is be busy. Mm-hmm. Keep yourself busy and then time will fly by, that's for sure. Ali is over here. What's up, Ali? Welcome back. Look like you just woke up. Everything good?
Yeah.
Everything smooth? Zach, Big Gen, Next Gen Stats. You got Yusuf in the building as well. Anyways, feel free to comment anything while we go through this show. You guys got any comments, concerns, feel free to chime in. And we're ready to get the show on the road. We're ready to get the show rolling. So the first question is, what does Ramadan mean to you? Ali, I'm going to put you on the spot. What does the month of Ramadan mean to you? I'm going to start off with you.
The month of Ramadan, it means to me it's like it's a beautiful month. It's a peaceful, it's a time where we actually start to do better things, give back to the people. Just being able to fast and with your family and break your fast all together, it's a good thing. So that's what I mean.
Hamza, what does Ramadan mean to you, Hams?
So what Ramadan means to me is it's a month of peace, a month of forgiveness, So in this month, everything is multiplied by 70. So you gotta make it count while it is. Don't waste your time on things that are not as important, especially in this month. Everything is tripled and all that. Just do good as much as you can for this month and carry it on for the next month as well.
It's definitely a blessed month. It's definitely a month that I don't think people realize they should be taking advantage of because there's a lot of opportunities to gain good deeds. And that is obviously Muslim people, we believe that this month is a blessed month. This is what we're taught, that it's, like he said, things are multiplied by 3 times, everything that you do. So at the end of the day, it's definitely one of those months that you definitely want to do as much good as you can. Zach, what does Ramadan mean to you?
and you're not gonna say I'm copying, but I was gonna say them two, you know. It's like, it's a peace month, you know, it's a good month. A good time to get together, you know what I'm saying?
Be with family.
Be with family.
Yusuf, what does Ramadan mean to you?
I mean, sorry, but like everybody had great answers, so I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Ramadan for me means to, like you said, show forgiveness. It's a forgiveness month, and also to show generosity to everybody, especially the less fortunate.
And for those that are watching, feel free to comment. What does Ramadan mean to you as well? We'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, and concerns. So what I wanted to say is, what Ramadan means to me is obviously, it means being a better person overall. You know, spiritually, your actions, your attitude, you want to try to get closer to Allah, which is God, in any way possible. So just overall being a better person, and alhamdulillah, you know, it's subhanallah how it all works out. Like the month of Ramadan always comes, at least for me, at the right time. Sometimes when I'm usually stressed out, or when I need that spiritual, and I'm not saying that you should be waiting for the month of Ramadan, but you know, it's just a whole different vibe when Ramadan hits. So therefore, you know, once that month comes, it always feels great. But what I also want to mention during the month of Ramadan is not just fasting of the mouth, you know what I mean, or fasting in terms of not eating, because for those that know the month of Ramadan, it's fasting, not being able to eat or drink. And yes, you know, this is always a quote, people say yes, and water, but you cannot eat or drink from sunrise to sunset, which is right now is like about 5:40 to about 8:05 or 8:10. Okay, this is in Michigan, so we can't eat from 5:40 a.m. to about 8:05, 8:10 in Michigan right now. So it's about a good 16 hours, you know. And so my point is that people think that that's just the only thing, when it's not. You know, it's the fasting of the mouth, in terms of you shouldn't be using cuss words, you shouldn't be cursing anybody, you shouldn't be talking about somebody, or you know, backbiting. You know, these are all ways, by the way, you can lose your fast. You know, if you don't say, you know, Allah forgive me, or you know stuff like that, you lose your fast by doing these things. You know, people think like you lose your fast by eating or drinking. That's not true. You can lose your fast by backbiting, by talking bad, by cursing. You know, quickly ask for forgiveness if you do something like that. The fasting of the eyes, what you watch, you know, what you see. You know, you shouldn't be looking at things that you, first of all, shouldn't be looking at before Ramadan, but if it is Ramadan, this stuff can break your fast. The fasting of the ears. You shouldn't be listening to music. You shouldn't be listening to people cussing. You shouldn't be listening to people using harsh words and stuff like that. Fasting, did I say eyes already? And then the fasting of the hands, obviously that has to deal with, you know, not fighting, because when you fight, you're showing aggression. That's not showing love, not showing compassion, not showing patience. So therefore, all of that is the fasting, you know, and the fasting of the mind, by the way. It's the fasting of the mind as well, your thoughts. You got to try to control your thoughts. You can't have dirty thoughts. You can't have negative thoughts that are going to, you know, you imagining that you're going to beat somebody up and be aggressive and show aggression. So this is what Ramadan means to me. Like, I think people underestimate all those other things. They just focus on the not eating and drinking. And, you know, I have people, I remember when I was in high school, and again, man, this is all stuff that I learned over time. So I remember when I was in high school, you know, I used to hang around with friends that were cussing and listening to music during Ramadan, you know, and I used to sometimes think to myself, like, you know, I guess that's pointless, right? That's pointless. And also the month of Ramadan also means about, it also means about struggle. You know, you want to struggle. You know, when you struggle, that gives you more good deeds. You know, it builds it up. And so Ramadan is also about struggle as well. I think that's important to note, that struggling during the month of Ramadan is actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing, you know. So definitely something that we can get into later on as well. So going on from what does Ramadan mean to you to what is your favorite thing to do during the month of Ramadan, okay? So what are some of the favorite things you guys like to do during the month of Ramadan? Hamza, talk to me.
Some of the things I like to do is, you know, obviously relax when I get the time to, you know. It's like a rare occasion because I'm like really busy, but you know, when I'm not busy, I'm usually relaxing, or like I'm like reading reading the Quran or making prayers. That's the number one thing, especially in this month. But you're not only supposed to do in this month, you're supposed to do for every other month as well, not just this month.
But especially this month.
Especially this month.
Zach, what do you like to do during the month of Ramadan? Favorite thing to do, I guess.
Like you said, seeing family, sleeping, relaxing, and go to the masjid more.
Definitely going to the masjid is definitely one thing that it's something that we should already be doing. Again, all this stuff that we talk about, we should already be doing. But obviously, you definitely should be trying to do it during the month of Ramadan. Yusuf Thabit, what is your favorite thing to do during the month of Ramadan?
My favorite thing is like seeing everybody trying to be better, like seeing everyone doing the same thing, and especially like at the end coming together. For example, all eating together. That's what I like the best.
Ali, favorite thing to do during the month of Ramadan?
Obviously, being around family and them. But favorite, I like when when you have the whole family or like cousins. We all stay up late at night. We might play the game or we might go play basketball. That's probably one of like the best times.
Yeah, and that's what my answer was too, about hanging out with family, being around family. Being around people that you care about. Doesn't only just have to be family. It can even be some friends that you just sit there and you enjoy the month of Ramadan. And it's like it's a positive vibe, man. It's a positive vibe. I think people are more positive. They understand that everybody's going through this situation right now. It's not just one person. Everybody is going through. You can call it a struggle. If it is a struggle, you can call it a whatever you want to call it. So I definitely think that enjoying that time with the family and the friends is one of my favorite things to do during Ramadan, and taking advantage of this month also. Like, I know we are all busy, but we should set aside some time, even if it's 30 minutes a day, to read the Quran or to make dua. Like, seriously, like, I read a quote that said, if there was a Muslim in the grave, the one thing that they would pray for is to come back during the month of Ramadan. Like they would pray and beg. They would beg Allah to come back down at least for one day during the month of Ramadan, just because of how impactful it is and all the things that you can have and do during the month of Ramadan, and how blessed it is. All right. So keeping it rolling. So far so good. Some good conversations. So we're moving on to now. Instead of talking about the favorite thing to do, what's your favorite thing to eat during the month of Ramadan? So Zach, I know you're a shirba guy. He puts a pound of sugar in his shirba whenever he drinks his shirba. But what is your favorite things to eat during the month of Ramadan, Zach?
You gotta say sambusa, I could live off that for real.
Sambusas?
Yeah. I could like eat the whole day.
Sambusas are A1, man. Sambusas, like, Ramadan, you think of food, you think dates, sambusas. It has to be like the top two for sure. Sambusas gotta be in there. Yusuf, favorite thing to eat during the month of Ramadan?
I like everything. Probably, I would say, sambusa is probably up there. But I also say dates too. Some
dates?
I like tamar as well. Yeah.
What's crazy is that we tend to only eat dates during Ramadan, but it's very good for you.
Yeah.
And
I eat it like
it gets
not
you,
even in Ramadan.
Yeah, like it strengthens you. Like if you eat like 3-4 dates for breakfast, you'll be solid. A few dates for breakfast, and like I don't understand it. I mean, dates are now starting to get a little more expensive too. Now they're starting to become expensive. That's why I think people don't usually just buy them and eat them. But at the end of the day, I don't know why. I mean, I'm part of this situation where I only eat dates during Ramadan, and it's very good, and it tastes good too. It doesn't taste bad. Dates taste alright, especially like with like a cup of Yemeni or Yemeni qahwa. You know what I'm saying?
I just drink water.
Just water?
Yeah.
I can't. I have to have qahwa with the date.
And it's fast and small, so you can like.
Yeah, you can. Just pop them one by one. Next thing you know, you ate 4 or 5. Favorite thing to eat during Ramadan?
I'm gonna go different. So it's kanafa, but it's not like that kanafa where it has like the cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like the pancake mix, but like it's different. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I like that. It's like one of my favorites. When my mom makes it, it's like best.
We talk about food right now, and I usually don't like to talk about food during Ramadan, but I mean, I'm not that hungry right now. I hope you guys ain't hungry yet.
Starving.
Still 12. You're starving? Still got 8 hours, homie. Good luck. All right, Hamza, what you got? Which is your favorite food?
Yeah, like Yusuf and Zach said, sambusa and dates, you know. But it's also like anything that's like right in front of me. I'm gonna eat it either way, you know.
For me, a sleeper is falafel. All right, I don't know. People have this love-hate relationship with falafel. People love it. People hate it. I love falafel. Like with the sahawak, the sauce with it. Falafel to me, it's like people sleep on it, man. Solid falafel.
People, like, okay, see,
Mm-hmm.
if you get falafel from like, let's say like a restaurant, it's totally different. Do you agree?
What?
Like different falafels.
Oh yeah, falafels, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's so weird how people make them differently.
Bro,
That's why some people don't like them because they just based it off that one-time experience.
Yeah, like restaurants, I don't like them. I hate them at
My
restaurants.
mom makes better falafel than restaurants.
Yeah, even mine. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, to me, at restaurants, they make it like soft and like some of them make them like thick and like
I know,
nasty.
like they're like packed with like so much of the filling.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot.
Man, I like the crunchiness, solid. You don't gotta make it that big. You know what I'm saying? Nice, easy, poppable. Ayad said sambusa overrated, but then he said with ranch and sriracha mixture, low key
my
be
God.
banging.
That might be the worst mixture in the world.
Yeah, with ranch and sriracha, sambusa no good.
No, it's not bad. Ranch and sriracha is not
With
bad.
sambusas, bro?
What sambusas?
I mean,
Nah, I hate sriracha and ranch.
It might
No
not be
sauce,
bad,
man. No
bro.
sauce. Only the salad will come to the sauce.
Or ketchup. Everything's good with ketchup.
Nah,
Yeah,
No, I hate
ketchup is really good with sambusas.
Yeah.
No.
I hate ketchup at all.
Every time I see somebody dip in sambusa,
Right,
that's,
bro.
that's a no.
It's
That's
actually,
like-
it's actually
only if
pretty
it's
good.
beef. If it's cheese, the ketchup is
Not,
good.
no, not even, bro. Like, why are you dipping a samosa in ketchup?
Why not?
It's like,
So
a,
good.
like
So
you like
you
you
tried
dipping it? Yeah, I tried it, bro.
No, you
It's just
didn't.
like it's
You
like
don't eat, bro. You don't eat what's it called?
Tabbouleh.
No, pizza sauce on his pizza.
Oh wow.
Bro.
I do eat that. It was
It's
just
not even called pizza.
We had to buy the whole like cheese
Bro,
bread for.
that was back then, alright? That was back then. I'm not as picky anymore. No, but I dipped it. It's like dipping in a hamburger. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dipping in a hamburger.
Yeah, it's like a hamburger if you dip it in a
Parmesan
dip
is
ketchup and
100%.
sambusa.
Okay.
Nice to
Coach is
go, bro.
calling.
Yeah.
That's a
Answer
goal.
it. Go ahead, man.
Answer.
Tell him, let him know we live right now. Let him know we live. All right.
Luke. Yeah.
That's Coach Melvin Jackson, by the way, from
Say it
Castech.
again?
He is calling right now, and Ali's answering the phone.
I'm right now live on the Movement Podcast.
Tell him we said what's up, man. Tell him Omar said what up.
You good? They all said what's up, by the way.
Yeah, tell him we say
So
hello.
What's going on?
I ain't say what's up.
Tell him to say hello. Hope he's doing well.
Congratulations on the win.
Tell him congratulations on the football victory. Tell him I said that, by the way.
Zach Dabbit.
Tell him we're gonna deal with Zach, by the way. We're gonna deal with Zach.
You good? You good? I think you can only get their moms. Oh. Okay.
Alright, with that said, we're gonna keep it rolling though. We're gonna keep it rolling. My favorite, we're talking about foods. I mentioned falafel. Even shafuta.
You might want to just contact.
Shafuta to me is solid. You know, I like shafuta.
Alright.
And then shafuta and not kamata. Shafuta and what's the one with shafuta and fatuta? Fatuta is definitely A1 too.
That's alright.
I mean, I don't know how to explain this stuff to you guys. I'm sorry, but shafuta and fatuta is definitely one of those that you got to put in there. Of course, you got sambusas. Of course, you got falafel, and yeah, those are my go-tos during the month of Ramadan. Definitely something that I enjoy and I love eating. All right. So before we go into what's one habit, it crossed my mind as we were talking about struggle. I want to ask you guys this question. All right, what has been the Ramadan where you may have struggled the most? Okay,
What do you mean by this?
struggled as in like, man, like this is tough. You know, this was a tough Ramadan. It could be this one, it could be in the past, but it could be your first one that you had to swim. But what was a Ramadan where you felt like, man, I am struggling right now, but you know, I'm gonna get through it, but I'm struggling. So give me a time of a Ramadan where you felt like you were struggling. Does anybody got an answer right now, or
Yeah.
I'll pass it on to you?
Yeah.
Who said yeah? Oh, okay, Coach is calling. Coach is calling. All right. Coach Melvin Jackson, what's going on?
What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. I got you on speaker right now, Coach. First of all, congratulations on the football victory yesterday, by the way.
Don't do that.
Hey, What's going on, man? I heard you guys scored a couple touchdowns yesterday.
I didn't even post that, man. That's not even. That wasn't a basketball game.
Y'all missed an extra point because I seen you only had 34. Y'all went for 2. What happened?
You're crazy.
Congratulations, coach. What's going on, coach?
Thank you, man. Listen, I wanted to call you guys. I want to talk about Zach, man. It's crazy like that.
All right, thank you, man. Because you know what, coach, I actually had a conversation with him yesterday, man. We had to have a man-to-man conversation because, I heard some of the decisions. Life has been busy, and next thing you know, I heard that he decided to he stopped playing baseball, and then I had to ask him how's his grades, and I heard his grades not doing so well as well. So, go ahead and say what you got to say, coach.
Well, I appreciate them probably stopping or not coming because he feels his grades were not that good. He never said, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Like, listen, I had all that last night. So I was the last person criticizing anyone for bad grades. It's just that I want him to know that we're here to try to support him, man. You know what I'm saying? We can make sure he's getting touring in the league. He goes to after school programs. And I just want to make you guys aware of it because I don't want to, sink, if you don't have to.
And that's what I mentioned to him yesterday. I told him, I was like, "Are you getting help?" And he asked me from who, and I'm like, "There's options, man. There's options." And so, I appreciate you saying this because he needs to realize that there are people out there to support, and I know you're one of them. I asked him, I was like, "You talked to coach?" And he said no. He was like, and yeah, so.
He's lying. He can ask off. I caught him in the lunchroom a couple times. Me and him talked about the grade. And I told him not to reach out to him. Like, hey, let me help. Let's get you some help. And that was one of my fears about bringing him there. And, and again, I'm the last person to criticize anybody about bad grades. I invented bad grades. I invented skip. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be the last one to point the finger at anyone. So, but I want to know that the resources are there for him to make it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm so proud to see how Yusuf and my boy Ali is doing in there, man. I'm so proud of them both. So it's all because of the support that they have. You know what I'm saying? And the people they have backing them. And I want him to know the same thing. I'm not looking to see him fail at all.
Thank you, coach. So what should he do on Monday or the next day he's in the building? What should he do?
Come with me. Have him find me. And we're going to talk to his council and see what we can do.
Sounds good, coach. I'm going to make sure he comes to you, coach.
I got you. Okay, man.
All right, man. And I'm going to see you soon, man. I'm going to try to come to one of these games next week for sure.
But if you show up, make sure you have some of that food.
I got you, man. I got you, coach, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Tell your wife I say hello, man. You're down.
Will do, man. By the way, friend of the podcast, Coach Melvin Jackson of Cass Tech. We appreciate him and all that he does, man. Thank you, coach.
You're welcome, young man. All right, enjoy.
All right, take it easy. There you go. We got the phone call from Coach Melvin Jackson, head coach of Cass Tech Baseball. He had to straighten up Zach right quick, live on YouTube, by the way. Shout out to everybody watching, Oz Media, eventually watching, all right? We're live on YouTube. Zach had to get straightened out. Zach, right? Close up on Zach, right? Give us a close up on Zach, all right? Had to make sure. Hey, that's what's going to happen, guys. I try telling these people, like, I want these guys to know that they are a reflection of each other, and we are a reflection of everybody. And once you start getting your face out there, you are, and this is not just for these guys, it's for anybody. Like, once you put your face out there, whether it's live on this podcast or, you just want to start your own channel or you go live on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it is, just know you're going to be also subject to public criticism. And whatever you do is going to be open for anything. So anything that you do outside of here, people have the opportunity to attack you. Like right now, people are in the comment section. They could go hard on me right now about anything, and I can't stop them. And you can't stop them. At the end of the day, you can't stop people from. And by the way, this is Coach. By the way, he's caring and he's reaching out to let him know, like, yo, the help is there. But I'm just saying in general that people. Once you put yourself out there in the public, you are open. It's a free game. Anybody can say anything. Anybody can put you out there. Somebody can set you straight. So just remember that this is what comes. All this comes with the territory. So if you ever consider like, hey, I want to run for office, or I want to become a influencer or something like that, just know it comes with the territory. You have to be mentally prepared for anything that may come. You know, so I just want to let y'all know that because it's important, and I'm happy that this happened, and you know, we're gonna set each other straight if that's what I have to do, and if we have to do it live. You know, I had the conversation with Zach literally just yesterday, and you know, I'm happy that Coach called today. I'm definitely happy that Coach called as well. But keeping it rolling, a struggle. What is a struggle that you had, or a Ramadan struggle that you can remember? Because I have one in my head. But Zach, you look like you're about to say something. Go ahead, Zach.
When I was the first Ramadan, I was fasting.
Well, how old were you?
4th grade, 5th grade, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, and then it was baseball practice. We came home. When I broke my fast so fast, what?
You broke your fast at the right time, though, right?
No.
Oh, like
Yeah.
you did assume the rest of the day?
Yeah. It was. I started out. I broke my fast with Gatorade, bro. It was in the 5th
And I know
grade.
Mama, how she used to baby him. It's okay, it's okay. I do before 5th grade.
Yeah.
You know, I got Hamza looking at him like, Hamza, you did this. I know Hamza
No.
snuck a cheeseburger and all
That
that.
that just brought a memory to me. That the same thing for him.
You know what's funny is when I was in high school, I remember, and I'm not gonna call nobody out, but I was in high school, and it was Ramadan. By the way, this is my story too, but I'm gonna get into that later. I was in high school, and I remember, you know, we had a couple of Yemeni on the team, football team. So, you know, I'm usually like the first one out because I was, you know, warming up. You know, they wanted me to get some throws in before practice started. You know, me in the center, get some snaps, and then me, like, I'll have like a receiver, we'll just toss the ball around. So, I remember I forgot something in the locker room, and everybody's now already out. And I went back in the locker room, and as I'm walking out, I see somebody in the room guzzling water. And it was one of my Yemeni friends and teammates. I'm like, what are you doing? And he got so scared that I seen him. Like, I remember his face. Like, I started cracking up. And, like, he was so embarrassed. Like, those moments are hilarious. And I know everybody, like, has a story of something like that. But, like, man, that was crazy. And I remember I had a story like that. I was in 3rd grade. I was Siam. And, I mean, I wasn't Siam. But I was acting like I was Siam. I remember my mom told me to swim at least half the days. So I remember I reached half the days. So now it's like the second half of Ramadan, and I didn't assume it. And so I remember sitting down, and I was in class, and so the teacher's teaching, and my friend is next to me, and there's M&M, so I'm sneaking at M&M, right? I'm sneaking at M&M, and I go and I drop it, and it makes a loud noise, and obviously you can't eat food in class unless like the teacher lets you, but we couldn't eat food in class. So not only did this friend catch me, but he took the blame. Because he knew, like, I was scared at the moment. Like, he was more of those, he didn't care, he got in trouble kind of things. He took the blame for it, and then, like, I was so embarrassed. And he, you know, obviously, you know, this was 3rd grade, but funny story. But going into the struggle, my struggle was definitely in high school, my senior year. It was 2-a-days. Ramadan was in August. Like, July, August. First of all, it was, like, hottest time of the year, right? July, August. Like, August, that time. But it was 2-a-days. So I remember I used to get out. First of all, I used to work. Tahed, our brother / uncle, whatever. He went to Yemen. So I was working from 6 to 2 at the gas station. My own shift, by the way. I was working at the gas station. I came home. We had practice from 3 to 5, an hour break, and then practice from 6 to 8. So I was doing 2-a-days, working and doing all that. And 2-a-days is like you practice twice, basically. So, and it was hot. But the coaches, that's when and by the way, that was the year I ended up earning the quarterback position, by the way. And I was battling in a quarterback position. And it was definitely a struggle. It was tough. But, you know, you had to battle through it. But that was my, for sure, by far, my toughest month of Ramadan. You already shared yours. Or no, you didn't share yours? What is yours, Hamza?
It's like Zach, basically, but it was baseball practice, man. It was at Pulaski Park. I remember this day like it was yesterday. But, and like, we just finished practice. And I was out of breath. I'm like,
There's water.
and like, there was like a Gatorade thing. Like, you push it down and the Gatorade comes out. Or if it was Gatorade or water, I think it was Gatorade. And I dropped that boy. I drank like 5 cups. And I called my mom. I'm like, I broke my fast. She was like, oh, it's okay. It was like, I don't know, like 5th grade maybe? 5th, 4th grade.
Yusuf, you have a story or no?
I mean, I don't have like. I probably have a time where maybe the night before where I didn't get enough water, and the next day I was really thirsty, because that's probably the only part. I mean, I don't really remember a specific moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ali?
When I was in Yemen.
Yemen.
Yeah.
How old were you in Yemen?
6.
Okay.
That was like when I actually first started fasting, and I was 6 years old, and
Shit is crazy.
I know, like, and like when we had to like wait until the thing, like it was like a struggle for me because it was my first time. Like I would always say, "Oh, I'm fat, bubbly gawa," and stuff like that. Like I was hungry at the time, and then everybody's just sitting there, you know, they laugh, like they would laugh, but like, you know, they'd be like, "All right, just go get some sleep." But sometimes I wouldn't be able to go to sleep, and then once we're all gathered around, like we're all like gathered around getting ready to eat, and I'm still, oh my god, I'm so hungry, and there's like minutes left and stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
First of all, I just want to let people know Ali was a bad kid, man, when he was younger. I mean, I don't want to say bad, but he was definitely wild. I remember Ali when he was younger. But dang, 6 years old is definitely young. 6 years old is definitely young. So, my next question is, what's one habit you want to take away or hold on to from the month of Ramadan to the rest of your life? So what I mean by take away is a habit that you kind of like push away for Ramadan, or a habit that you do during Ramadan that you want to hold on to even after Ramadan for the rest of your life. Like what's one thing that you'd be like, you know what, man, I wish I could like keep this up after Ramadan. Yusuf, we're gonna start off with you on this one. What's one habit?
To keep or take away?
No, I mean like it could be either or. It could be like something that you don't want to keep doing, you know, that you were doing before Ramadan that you don't want to keep doing anymore, or something that you do during Ramadan that you want to hold on to.
I want to keep, what's it called? Just keep, you know, showing generosity to people, man. Just keep, you know, keeping peace, not get into any problems, no trouble. And just, yeah, like that.
Alright, Ali, what's something that you want to either hold on to or definitely stop doing that you usually do?
It's like similar to Yusuf. Keep being like nice and stuff to people. You know, I'm a kind person, you know, out in public, so you know, I feel like I represent myself pretty well.
Alright, Hamza?
It's giving back to people, like giving charity, and that's one thing I want to do outside Ramadan as well. And also, it's fasting. Not only during the month of Ramadan, like it's also good for your body as well. There's health benefits of fasting. So yeah.
I agree. Zach, what's yours?
You know, keep on being nice, you know what I'm saying, but you know, it's always nice, you know.
One thing for me, that's Zach answer, by the way, everybody. One thing for me is, to me, it's music. I'm trying my best. I mean, I know it's tough with nowadays, with the world, and but that's the one, like, I mean, I don't try to listen to any music during Ramadan. If it's on, it's because it was by mistake, or I played a video and music ends up playing or something. But realistically, I think that I can do it because it's not that hard to me, because, you know, I like to listen to, like, you know, I'm not gonna tell. I don't know what they call it, the Islamic music. You know, these people, these not even nasheeds, because you know you got like, you know, the Dean Squad, like their kind of stuff where they talk about purposeful. I don't want to call them music. Like I don't know what is it under the title of, but like those to me are good enough. Like to me, it's positive. There's no curse words. It gets me going the same way a song from someone else.
I like how when people don't use instruments, they like use they use
their
like
vocals.
They use their vocals.
They use their,
orchestra?
exactly.
Yeah, so like, you know, Khalid Siddiq is one that I always listen to. Like he's very good. Like he be ripping it. I think he has some good bars. He be solid, and that's what my playlist is. I just literally go on YouTube. It's Khalid Siddiq, and you know, there's some other ones. You know, people like to do their own versions of their songs. You know, of other people's songs, and they don't use instruments. So you know, that's what I think it's good enough. Honestly, like at this point in my life, like I don't really care about listening to the top 100 songs or stuff like that. Like it doesn't do any good for me, to be honest with you. So that's the one thing that, you know, if I could master. I know I'm not perfect, and I know it's gonna be something that I'm probably still gonna do after Ramadan, but it's just cutting it down to the point where eventually, hopefully, I don't have to listen to music anymore.
He followed me back on Instagram.
Oh,
How said that?
no, he didn't. For real? Yes or no?
Yes.
Reach out to him. Message him. Tell him we need him on the show or something like that, alright? With that said, the questions game, it's Ramadan. It's all about Ramadan, so get ready. Oh, I don't remember the last time we had a score. Let me go ahead and
We're in the lead.
11-10
by-
our lead.
Yeah, you sure? Let me make sure. I gotta scroll all the way back because episode 28.
It's because Zach sold when I was young, bro.
Who is the best football
Ramsey.
player?
Salah, actually.
Oh, well, dang, we didn't even play questions game because we ended up doing a show. Man, so we haven't been here for almost a month.
Yeah.
Because we did the show at Hanley. Yeah, it is 11-10. Ali and Yusuf is in the lead.
Huh?
Yes. Ali and Yusuf are in the lead, 11-10. That's what my score shows.
Ain't no way.
So it's 11-10. Ali and Yusuf. All right,
Let's win this
11.
one. Let's win this
Hamza
one.
and Zach is at 10. We are officially at the questions game. Remember, it's a Ramadan edition, so all the questions have to do with Ramadan. So if you guys are paying attention, get ready. Y'all can shoot the answers away as well. Here we go. All right. First question from the questions game. Okay. The Tarawih prayer combined with witr is usually how many prayers altogether?
Me!
Ali.
11.
11 is correct.
Oh my
Congratulations to Ali. Ali got that answer correct. 1-0.
Oh my God.
Well, go ahead, Zach. Let me hear
Go
this.
see it.
Let me hear this. What?
What are you looking at? I didn't want.
Alright, I'm watching.
No,
You
so-
gotta watch it too,
I
Zach.
can't change the.
Ali got it.
Oh
Ali
my
got it.
gosh.
Alright.
bro.
Let me get you a rings. Alright, for the famous Sonic rings. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Oh, it's gonna be one of those. Sorry. Alright. He's gonna probably do it again. Yep, there you go. Alright. Here we go. 1-0. Thank you. By the way, shout out to Sonic. Came out the new movie today, right? Or yesterday? 8th. Yesterday. So, was that yesterday? I believe it's yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday.
Very good movie.
You already watched it? Yeah, I already know it's gonna be a great movie though. I love Sonic, man. That's my favorite game growing up. Video game. Sonic and Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. Alright, number 2. What does fasting of the tongue mean?
Damn.
One of y'all can get it.
I get it. When you like watch your mouth, like watch what you say to others. Like cussing is one. Like disrespecting people. Like just being mean to people.
Alright, congratulations. It's tied 1-1. This is what I love. I love it when it's tied 1-1. Going
Man,
down to the
that's
third
sound,
question. Alright, what's wrong with the sound, man? We gotta give it. There you go. You gotta hit you with that sound. Alright, congratulations. Thank you, Sonic. I appreciate it. Alright, here we go. And this is the easy one. So, Ramsey, help me out. Wash your hands. Wash the hands, Ramsey. Y'all better let me finish the question. Because I can tell this is going to be one where y'all going to tap it too quick.
Let's get
Alright?
stop halfway.
I'm moving it, man. Look, he's putting his hand on.
Yeah, that is
I
cheating.
understand.
That is cheating. Alright? Here we go. What holiday follows Ramadan once Ramadan ends?
Doesn't matter about nothing. Thank you. Doesn't matter about nothing.
Hey!
What the heck? Get out of your mouth. What does that matter about anything? What is that? I'm not blocking. He was never gonna press it. He was never gonna press it.
You lost.
He was never gonna press it. Doesn't matter. Why does that matter? I pressed it. Ali does the same thing.
Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. It's definitely an Eid. Alright, that is the answer. Zach, you can't be having your hand all the way
That
up.
man was up here. But he wasn't gonna answer the question. He acted like I did it.
Look at your hand,
As soon as he said, I did this.
That is so crazy.
Alright, with that said.
No, wait, the times I want you to watch.
Let's go.
I did the same thing. I swear to God.
Saeed. Alright. Let me see. Talk to me, Zach. Alright, so anyways, let's keep it rolling.
Got him.
Let's keep it rolling, though.
I'm watching it. It
Okay.
ain't happened yet.
Let's keep it rolling.
Slow mo.
Ali do the same thing.
Oh, was it?
Bro, you
Oh
spit it
my
out.
gosh.
Sit down, man.
Are you rewinding it?
I'll rewind it here. I'll rewind it.
Oh, you can rewind live YouTubes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the same thing
I
as
was on
me.
the side.
No, you wasn't.
Wait, yellow, but get out of here, bro.
No, I
What do
was
you
there
think?
because I saw it.
Yeah, I saw him doing the same.
Bro, he's doing the
Yeah.
same
No, I
thing
only
as
saw it
me.
because his hand was already
I'll
up
show you right
top.
now. I'll show you right now.
And he wasn't
Hey,
gonna
listen.
answer the questions. That's what's the point of that?
They did the same thing with Zach at first.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let's
Look at
His
your
hand was like right here.
You was right here too.
No, it wasn't.
Go ahead. We're riding one more time for us, Zach. We're riding one more time
I'll show you
for
right now. I'll
us,
show you right now. Okay. Watch Zach's hand. Watch Zach's hand. Look how it gets up.
Same timing.
Look, you see that?
Literally, we both got up the same timing.
No, you hit it first.
I know. I'm saying we both got put our hands up the same timing.
Alright.
But how did you get them to answer the question though?
Let's go.
That's what I'm not getting.
Alright.
Okay, so there's too much arguing.
At least we do a new
So
question.
I-
At least.
Hey, you know what?
New
Both
question.
hands were up. That's
Right.
not
That's
fair.
what I'm saying.
It's not fair. That's not fair.
It's
Not
another
fair.
time he gives him a chance, bro.
Yeah.
Question.
So let me tell you something. I
That's
mentioned
right.
it's not fair. His hand was up.
Supposed to be our point.
Both hands. Hands can't be up from now on. That's the rule. Your hand cannot be up to the question finishes.
Knowing that rule, so
Alright.
both of them should be eliminated. I hit the buzzer right after.
Okay. Listen.
I hit the
From
buzzer.
now on, you cannot lift your hands before the question finishes. You do that, you are eliminated. You guys can't. Like, we gotta add rules to this game because you guys are over here trying to find new ways. Let me try to come up with a question too. Okay? Oh, yeah, I got one. Oh, I got a good one. Beautiful. Please listen to the question and do not lift your hands up. Don't cheat.
You know what I'm saying?
There is a special night during Ramadan where they believe that's where I think believe 70 times you get 70 70 times the blessing, the reward if you pray, and it's usually on an odd number, and they believe it's on an odd number night in the last 10 days of Ramadan. What is that night called?
Hit it first.
Hamza.
I hit it first.
Hamza.
I hit it first. I hit it first. I heard the buzzer
That
first.
was
Come on,
close.
Do it again.
Come on, you can't say do it again.
Alright.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Time's up.
How am I gonna do it?
Time's up.
Do it again,
Time's up.
bro.
Time's up. Hamza's not even ready.
What is it called?
Hamza did it.
Laylatul Qadr.
Laylatul Qadr.
You can't say it. I'll do it again.
What do you say?
Bro, that's so
It was a
bad.
tie. Hamza, what do you want me to
It
do?
was a tie, bro.
It was
I
a
hit the
tie,
buzzer
bro.
first.
Yeah.
Obviously, one hand hit it first because the buzzer went on first.
It didn't.
It
It
didn't.
didn't
It
even buzz. It didn't even buzz, bro.
Alright, there you go. It's
I
called
mean, if you
Laylatul
hit it off the
Qadr.
side,
It's definitely a blessed day tonight where you definitely want to pray for sure, and you want to make dua, and you want to do good deeds, and you want to give charity, and you want to do all the above, because the reward is so great that it's almost it's beautiful, to be honest. Not almost, it is beautiful how great it is. All right, let's keep it rolling now. Okay, let's keep it going. These guys are arguing, but Ali and Yusuf, they got the W. 12-10. Here we go.
let's go.
Next up, 4-bar/word of the day is Ramadan. For those that don't know, Ramadan is the 9th month of the Muslim year, during which fasting is observed from sunrise to sunset. What do you about to say, Hamza?
Okay, so during Ramadan, everything is multiplied by 70, but Laylatul Qadr is like equivalent to have performed the same act for over 73 years.
There you
Or
go.
83 years.
Thank you for looking that up and confirming it. So 83 years,
Yeah, for
performing
that
the
day.
same act for 83 years.
Just
So
for
like,
that day.
if you give $100, like you gave $100 for 83 years. If you sully the Tarawih prayer,
That's crazy.
yeah, you sullied for 83 years. Like, subhanallah, like this is why it's beautiful of how Allah is so merciful, so forgiving, and so giving, because of the fact that Allah gives you opportunities to clean up your slate. That's why the month of Ramadan is so beautiful. Like you have the opportunities to clean up your slate. You even if you whatever, anybody going through their own personal problems during the month of Ramadan, things can be erased, things can be forgiven. That's why this month is so blessed and so beautiful, man. So, Ramadan, alright? Like I said, it's the 9th month of the Muslim year, during which fasting is observed from sunrise to sunset. Anybody here got bars?
Yeah, I got bars.
Zach, Yusuf, and Ali, the usual. Alright, no bars. Alright.
Honestly, I didn't even see the word of the day.
Alright.
Until then, huh?
So, sentences right quick. It is, I want to use it in a sentence. Go ahead, Ali.
I mean, during Ramadan, I fast throughout the whole month.
There you go. Yusuf,
Ramadan is a great month for peace and forgiveness.
Ali, Zach.
Ramadan's a great time to see family.
Ramadan's a great time to see family. Hamza T, the bars is coming from Hamza T, alright? We already know bars is here, so let me hit you with the air horn. Get you,
Bars, man.
I made it real quick, man.
when don't you not make it real quick, Hams?
Man, he made it at his house.
No, I started making the bar. 2 lines, and I just finished 2 lines right now.
There you go.
Okay. Alright. The month of Ramadan is a month of peace. After sundown, we're gonna have a feast.
Oh,
I'm hungry throughout the day. Don't bother me. I'm a beast.
oh,
Do good this month. Everything is multiplied and increased.
there you go. I love it.
W line, W line.
I love it. I love that, actually. Let me give you a round of applause. Let me get this ready. Alright, claps, round of applause for Hamza T's bars. I love it. Alright, now going on from me, I got a couple bars, alright. Ramadan is a blessed month. Take advantage of your time. If you sleep through the day, it'll almost feel like a crime. You can get so many good deeds through charity and reading. Praying Tarawih prayers, listen to the one who is leading. It's not just about food, it's about purifying the heart. Thanking Allah for this month would be a good start. Alright? Very simple. Felt like some Dr. Seuss bars right there, but it's alright. It is what it is. Like Hamza said, we kind of just come up with these right before the show. So, last but not least, before we get out to the weekend motivation, it's you by the way, right Hamza? Alright, give a shout out to Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a non-profit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all the donations goes to the less unfortunate. People who wonder why Yemen is the largest humanitarian crisis and aid operation. 5 million people are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water or sanitation support. So if you want to donate, their Venmo is at Give #2 Gain. Their Zelle is 313-445-8638. And their Cash App is the money symbol Give #2 Gain. Alright? Shout out to Rico for helping us shed light on this situation. And everyone over there at Give to Gain. I'm going to talk a little bit more about them after we get the weekend motivation from Hamza T. So Hamza T, can you give us some motivation to get us through this week?
Alright, I don't know if it's considered motivation, but okay, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, whatever is prayed for at the time of breaking the fast is granted and never refused. So anything that you pray for, like when you're breaking your fast, when you're about to break it, it's guaranteed. Like you're not gonna get declined. Obviously, there's limits to it. Like say, I don't know, like there's a limit. Like saying,
I want to be a millionaire.
Yeah, a billionaire. Yeah, you have to work for that. Obviously,
yeah.
That's gonna get it out of nowhere. But anything, you're gonna make it work.
Make your du'as realistic.
Like realistic.
And that's when I believe. I mean, I'm not a scholar, and I'm not, someone that. But that's where this quote makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't say like I want to be 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
And you're 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not growing anymore. So make your du'as realistic, and like you said, can you read it again, Hamza T?
So is whatever is prayed for at the time of breaking the fast is granted and never refused.
There you go. So that is beautiful, man. Like the more we talk about it, the more I feel like how beautiful this month is, and I kind of want to take more advantage of it than what I've already been doing. So thank you for that, Hamza T. We appreciate it. For those that are watching, so next week, the next 2 Saturdays, we are not going to have a show. Next week, Saturday, we are going to have the Hamtramck versus Dearborn basketball game. For those that are watching, I'm sure you're slowly starting to hear about it. It's been circulating. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's a charity basketball game. It's going to be held at Hanley International Academy, 2400 Denton Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. Come on by if you want to donate money to Yemen. This is a great way to do it. If you're wondering how can you help out the Yemeni people, for those that ask that question, this is a great way to do it. Come to the game. Enjoy yourself a basketball game. There's going to be pizza, snacks provided. Buy yourself some snacks. Every single penny that's being made will be going to Yemen. So at the end of the day, you want to help out. Obviously, Give to Gain will be one of the places we'll be donating to as well. So that is next week, Saturday, April 16th. The following Saturday, I have a volleyball tournament for Hanley's volleyball tournament to go to, so I will not be available to do a show as well. So our next show would be the 30th, and that's going to be our Eid special. Our Eid show, because Eid is going to be 2 days after that, I believe, or next day, or 2 days probably after that. So that'll be our last show before Eid. So we have the Ramadan show, and then we have the Eid show, and then our month of April pretty much is over. But that's kind of how it is, just to give you guys a future schedule. Anybody got any final last comments?
Oh yeah, also, giving charity is not also just like
money.
You can also say something nice to somebody. That's also an act of charity as well.
Give your time.
Yeah, time as well is charity as well.
Charity as well. I try to tell people it's not always about money. Sometimes, to be honest with you, I think time is more important than money. Like if you dedicate a day to go out and clean your neighborhood, giving $100 really doesn't. It helps, but what is more impactful, cleaning your neighborhood or giving $100 to a charity that probably needs $100,000, right? Don't get me wrong, both are great, but time is just as valuable as money, if not a little bit more valuable. So giving your time, remember, that's a form of charity. Smiling is a form of charity. Being nice to somebody, saying kind words to somebody is a form of charity. So, take advantage of these moments, man, especially during this month of Ramadan. And the rewards is with you in your future bank. Not the current bank, but your future bank. You know what I'm saying? With that said, Again, this was episode 30 of The Movement.
The movement.
I gotta say, you
Well, you got something to say? Oh, Zach. Oh, Big General.
know what I'm saying, Big General's birthday's in 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Wow. That literally, my head right there, huh? Happy birthday to Big General. Happy early birthday to Big General. Completely forgot about that one, I'm going to be honest with you. Shout out to Big General. How old you turn? 15?
16.
No, you're not. 15. Don't lie.
15.
Oh, 15. I thought you said 16.
Nah, he's still a little boy.
15.
I was still slimy.
Alright, with that said, thank you guys all for tuning in. We appreciate it. We hope you guys all have a great rest of your Ramadan, because next time we see you is pretty much going to be the end of Ramadan. So take it easy, be good, be safe, and